Since the June patch, Galena's totems have a much wider radius in which they can heal, but the radius in which they deal damage is unchanged. The result is that there's a lot of spots where you can heal from the opposite side of a wall, but the opponent cannot see the totem, nor can they see these little lines that go in a circle around it. And yeah, this is just going to be an unscripted quick little thing, as if I was streaming, just to make it real quick, because I plan to make these for separate maps. We're starting with Awoken, going alphabetical. And yeah, as I said, I don't want to waste much time here. So the first one is right ahead of us. This is next to armor. It's probably the most obvious because of the hole, but something I want to notice, that I want to mention about that is that you cannot see that totem from quad from the other side. Like, I've tested every little spot. You will not be able to see it from above. You'll obviously not be able to see it from the side because the wall underneath the hole is too big. So they can only clear it from this side. So as long as you control that, you're good. Right, this one we'll get back to an extremely similar spot. I put that there because this is the lowest part of this little platform bit, which means that if you're underneath here on the machine gun, this is the same totem, you can jump up and get healed through the ceiling. There's a slightly better variant of that coming up later. This is fairly obvious. You put it on one side of the teleporter and then you will get healed no matter which side you take. This one, I'm talking about the thing here on the left. I know most of them are in the middle, this one's on the left. It's just a little bit of a hidey spot that not everyone knows about if you want the totem to survive for a long time, because obviously you need all 3 totems to be up to get the flaming effect where they deal 100 damage and heal and can overheal. So this one's really out of the way, unlikely to be found, and it can actually heal through the wall, so it'll heal you when you take this little bit of rocket ammo. Right, here, both of these, it doesn't matter which one, I just experimented with it. Both of these are the better version of the spot that we talked about earlier. If you stand directly underneath them and jump, they will heal you. And if you stand above them, you don't have to drop down, you will also get healed there. This spot's nice. I suppose I could have put it a bit closer to this corner there so they don't see it from Mega. If you jump up on one of these little rocks, it doesn't have to be the big one, just one of them, then it should heal you from above. Now there's loads of spots like this where basically a wall ends. You get a little corner with a 180 thing around it. I didn't mention those for the most part because they're really obvious. But this one is worth it because A, it'll live a really long time. You can't see this from Tribolt, I think. Obviously you can't see it from there, so only when they're pushing from elbow will they actually see this totem and clear it out. And it's going to stay alive a really long time, and it'll heal you every time you rotate through here, which is fairly often. So it's really, really useful. This one will heal you if you're standing underneath it. You don't even have to jump, just go underneath there and you're good. This is not a totem spot, but it's something I wanted to mention as we're talking about Awoken tips and tricks. This is how you hold quad. Just so many people don't even expect it. You can put rocket through there, so you can put Tribolt through there, and you'll just hit people coming from armor so much earlier than they expect, while having lots of cover. This spot is a bit of a weird one. It's really out in the open, so if they ever come through the teleporter or from rocket or anything like that, they'll see it and clear it out. But if you plan to hold top mid, which is what this is, then it's fantastic because it'll heal you obviously where it is. It'll heal you on this side, and it'll heal you on this side. So that's just amazing. You can just be at any point and get your health. This is straight above armor. If you stand straight below it and jump, you'll get healed. Obviously, it's fairly clear, fairly easy to see from anywhere in the map almost. As soon as they push armor, they're gonna clear this out. So I put it a bit further to the side. This is not the same totem. This is that spot. Bit closer to the wall, and then it'll also heal you on this side. So if you hold rail, if you hold above armor, that kind of thing, this one might stay alive a little bit longer. Now with the July patch, you can no longer throw totems out of the map. The reason people used to do that is because they would sit outside the map, they would never get destroyed, because why would anyone check that? And you would just fill up these 3, get the flaming totems, and get that big increase, that buff, if you will, of being able to overheal yourself. Now, if you want to do that, if you want to use specifically your first totem is what you do this with, because you're not going to need that instantly. If you want to hide a totem, if you want to put it in a spot where neither your team nor your enemies will ever find it because it's just so out of the way, you can no longer throw them off the map, but you can throw it up there. You just got to keep in mind that the arc that she throws it in is a bit more extreme than you might think. So like overcompensate, aim above it, and it'll land in there. Should be basically impossible to find. This one, here, I'll show you a second one in a bit. First of all, notice how far to the right I am. Like I'm sneaking over here just to throw it / look at it. Anyone who's playing in this area will be further to the left or up on Tribolt or further over there. They will never have a sideline on this. This thing's going to stay alive forever. And it won't only heal you when you take the jump pad, it'll also heal you if you're just standing on this little lower bit. It will not heal you if you're standing up on this very slightly higher thing. If you want to get healed there, you can do this spot. Now it's fairly hard to see, but it's a few pixels higher up. And those are exactly the pixels you need. If you stand up on the slightly higher bit, you'll get healed. I think that's it already. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, as I said, not a super high effort video, not much editing, not much writing, no writing at all actually. But I just want to get these out quickly so that I can cover more maps in a shorter time.